Time for another Kaspa video. Let's get right into it. I want to dive into some news, an article that I found, and also watch the recent price action of Kaspa to see really where it's reasonable to see Kaspa head in the up and coming weeks, months, and also potentially years. So first off, I really want to show an article that I found, and I think it's really interesting. Now, it's not industry specific to Kaspa, but it's industry specific to crypto and blockchain technology. So JP Morgan to integrate on-chain FX settlements into Kinex's blockchain platform. So this is huge from what I think. So because this means that the big banks like JP Morgan is starting to use blockchain technology to handle Forex transactions. And let me just remind you or tell you that the daily turnover in the Forex markets are close to $6 to $7 trillion, like the daily turnover. And to see the big banks starting to integrate blockchain technology in terms of the Forex markets, that will open up so much potential capital that it's just insane. And now, what does this have to do with Kaspa? I don't know, to be honest. I'm not a tech geek, but this at least shows that there are some kind of interest from the big banks, the big institutions, to use blockchain technology for something. And as you all probably know, Bitcoin isn't the fastest blockchain out there. I think it adds a block in like 7 minutes. And in the first quarter of 2025, the hard fork will be released where Kaspa is going to be handling 10 blocks per second, which will be able to handle enormous amounts of transactions per second. Now, I'm not saying that the Kaspa blockchain is BlockDAG, that the Kaspa BlockDAG is going to be used to handle Forex transactions, but they sure as hell wouldn't use Bitcoin because it's far too slow. But I just think that this is really interesting. It's not just for Kaspa, this is literally for the whole crypto space, that the overall big institutions are finally starting to use blockchain technology to integrate stuff with Forex transactions. And I mean, as stated, the Forex markets are turning over $6 to $7 trillion per day. So that would be huge for the crypto market to get a recognition, at least for being used for those kinds of transactions. Now, I also wanted to go into another subject because I found this Reddit post, which is actually just a copy paste from an X post, but it's going through how the Kaspa supply is steadily decreasing steadily as we go. So if we just read this through, let me read it from the beginning. So I decided to write this post because I see a lot of fear, disbelief, misinformation, and mostly importantly, a lot of stupidity amongst many X accounts. Now, I experience the same when I log into X or Twitter. Last year, early November, Kaspa has begun to pump and left 0.05 USD area to a new level. Since then, the price was basically ranging between 0.09 to 0.21 USD. This led many people to start questioning the Kaspa project, and we could see a lot of trash talk and burying this extraordinary project. I have not seen similar analysis that I'm providing here, so I had to do it on my own, as usual. Kaspa total supply before November 23rd rally, 21.1 billion Kaspa for 12 months since rally 3.87. So we had effective inflation, true inflation rate of 18.3% from November 23 balance, aka 13.4% from total max supply. Assuming mean price based on fixed range volume price in TradingView of 14 cents, we get 541,682,345 USD of absorbed inflation by the market participants. So this means that approximately $500 million worth of Kaspa was mined since November 23rd, 2023. So today we have 25.1 billion coins mined, and inflation in the next 12 months will be 1.72 billion Kaspa, in contrast to the previous 12 months where almost 4 billion Kaspa were mined. So that means that 1.72 billion Kaspa will be approximately 6.82% of true inflation or inflation, which is approximately a third of the Kaspa that was mined last year or the past 12 months. So these up and coming 12 months, the inflation will be almost 70% less than the previous 12 months, which is huge. But this, in my opinion, is the text to be highlighted here. The total balance of all coins to be ever mined from today will be lower compared to the number of coins mined in the last 12 months. So the amount of coins that have been mined the last 12 months, the 3.87 billion coins, there is not place to mine as many coins anymore, and that's why there will only be mined, 1.72 billion Kaspa coins these up and coming 12 months, and then it will be less and less and less as we go further into the future. So basically what this post goes on to show is basically that the Kaspa inflation is steadily decreasing year by year, or actually month by month, because the rewards are being decreased every month. And as you all probably understand, that when the supply of new coins minted decrease over time and demand stays the same or even grows, then the prices will rise naturally, because there aren't enough coins to buy it at a cheaper price. Yeah, yada. I think you understand. So I think that this is really important to think about when you're thinking of perhaps selling your Kaspa or whatever, is that there is not that much Kaspa left to be mined. And if you want your piece of Kaspa, you better get it before it gets more expensive. Of course, now this is not financial advice. I just wanted to share this interesting post because I believe it's interesting. That's why. To the price action of Kaspa. I'm not usually the one that likes to show Tradingview Analysis, say that you're gonna buy and it's gonna reach this price point, but at least I'm gonna show you my logic, and then you'll have to make up your own mind what you think. But let me hop over to this chart. So this is the Kaspa chart. As you can see today, it's pumped almost 7%, which is actually pretty good when you compare it to the overall crypto market. But I've pointed out a box here, as you can see, and I'm following this box. But first off, let me explain the chart that I'm using. It's the Trader's Reality indicator. I've turned off a lot of the features, but this is the most important that I want to show you. So that's why I kept it on. So as you can see, a lot of the candles are gray, which means that you really don't have to focus on those candles, because the candles that are colored means that there have been excessive amounts of volume in those trading days, because now I'm on the daily chart. So as you can see, for example, here we have very much volume, and that is marked with a red candle because it was a selling candle. And as you can see, the green candles, that's when it goes up and has excessive volume. So, and why am I looking at the volume? Because the volume is essentially when big players are stepping in. At least that's what I've been taught, because like the big players with large amounts of money. And I've drawn this box because, as you can see, if we go back to November here, we saw this first, this initial pump, of course, and we haven't recovered this zone since. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Kaspa breach down to 5 cents, and I would just stock up on more. But we've also been seeing a lot of stocking up and piling up of Kaspa in this zone. So we can see here a lot of colored candles appear, and then it goes to a new all-time high. It goes back into the zone, probably more big players accumulating. Then they're setting their sell offers up here, selling off Kaspa. As you can see, they sold, always as it reaches new all-time highs, and then it's dipping back into this zone, accumulating more Kaspa to later sell it at a higher price, because that's what the game is about. Buy low, sell high. Now, of course, that is always easier said than done, but when you are the person or the foundation playing with large amounts of money, you actually have a chance of directing the market depending on where you want it to go. So as you can see here, now we're back into this accumulation zone that I like to call it. You can see a lot of colored candles, and now this of course also has to do with the election, Trump being elected, the crypto pump and everything like that. But there's a lot of colored candles here, and there's a lot of volume coming in into the recent days, and this has gotten me thrilled, because I think that the big players are accumulating. Now, these are my thoughts. Of course, you are free to have your own thoughts and the perception of whatever, but I think that the big players are piling up their Kaspa. They could potentially even be setting their buy orders down here to stock up on some Kaspa if it falls even lower, and then they're probably going to set all of their sell orders as price is rising to new all-time highs. That's at least what I believe. So I'm also accumulating because I'm trying to analyze and see where the big money is going. So I'm buying. I'm going to put that out there. I bought some Kaspa, and yeah, I'm also going to sell it at a higher price. That's at least what I'm hoping for. So yeah, that's basically all I wanted to share with you guys. Now, when I'm trading Kaspa, I'm actually using BTCC, which is a really great exchange if you ask me, because they don't have any KYC. and that's mainly why I'm using it. You can sign up whether you're in the US, UK, whatever, trade Kaspa, deposit your USDT, and you can trade Kaspa on futures with up to 50 times leverage, which is actually a lot. So yeah, if you want to trade some Kaspa, hop on over to BTCC. I think they also have some kind of reward. There it is. Register now and instantly receive 10 USDT. If you use my affiliate link, I think you also get some other bonuses and stuff. So please, if you want to support the channel as well, you could sign up using my link down below. But I just wanted to do a quick update for you guys. Just talk to the Kaspa family. If you're new here, if you like the content, please subscribe, like the video as well. Please drop your own thoughts in the comments. Like, what do you think of Kaspa? Where do you think it's going to reach in the next couple of weeks, days, years? And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.